that we have on your favorite platforms. We're right now live on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. We are not live on Facebook. I'm only going to do Facebook in the morning. Um, you know, Chris is like, I didn't see the notice. Yeah, sometimes they don't come through. The notice don't come through for sometimes, but I'm glad that you made it. Let's see. Let's bring this down a little bit. Feel like my mic is a little hot. Okay. It's not. Okay. Now we got sound. Let's go with this one. Ghost Heart is here. Cage is here. Welcome in, folks. Thank you once again for being here. So, what always cheers you up when you think about it? What always cheers you up when you think about it? Let me open up the request box for you. All right. So, let's share some serotonin with each other. No matter you feeling down, you can turn things around. You dig? All right. Tree is here. Hi, Tree. Hope your Friday is going well. I look forward to catching up with you sometime later this weekend. Steady is in the house. Love it. I'm so busy setting up all these other streams that I can't even keep up with whoever came in, but certainly glad that you are all here and ready to enjoy tonight's experience. It is Rhythm and Muse. The first question you can see in the prompt in the background. What always cheers you up? That's what we want to know. We got a couple folks watching over. Let's see, what platforms are we on right now? Let's see. Rebuke TV, greetings and salutations. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. So, what always cheers you up when you think about it? The Hold Up TV told you to come through. That's what's up. I'm glad to have you here. Anybody you said that's one good looking guy? Oh, really? The Hold Up TV is one good looking guy? Or you talking about the good looking guy on the stream that you're looking at? They can't see me. You dig? You can see me. You can let them know. You can run tell it. Or are we talking about Steve? So the first response, my shorty always cheers me up. when I think about them. Hey, Carmen, thank you so much for the likes. Thanks, everyone, for the likes. I steady tree cage dropping those hearts on there, letting everybody know how we getting down. All right. Anybody else got a shorty, a boo thing that cheers them up whenever they think about it? Every time I sit down and think about it, I've been there. It's not my it's not my reality at this moment. You know, that's not the life that I'm living right now. I'm not sad. But it's just not my reality right now. Quasha says something that cheers Quasha up is a joke I heard or said, and my daughter. So being turned on, lit up, cheered up by comedy. Love that. Love that. Captain Phantom says, I don't have a boo thing. I kind of figure that. Someone anonymously said, my baby mother's daddy. So somebody getting high on their own supply. My baby mother's daddy. Oh no, your your child's grandfather. It's kind of odd, but hey, it's a little bit confusing, ain't it, Tree? Baby's mamas. Is that how that's how Andre 3000 said it? Mamas, baby's mamas. You dig? Let's have a little bit of vibe for folks on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh. All right. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and turn that down. Just a little bit of vibe while we wait. So for Cage, what cheers Cage up is the future, my wife, and bears. The future, not future, the future, my wife, and bears. Or maybe it's, maybe it is future, like future. Maybe he meant future like the one and only, the definitive future. So we might as well bring some classic future into the situation for the rest of the little prompts that we got here right now. We're not freestyling today we're not freestyling today. Question at the moment is, what cheers you up when you feel sad? Or whenever you think about it. Not when you're sad, just whenever you think about it. Noble says playtesting games, spending time with Alexis and Harley, challenging Captain Phantom to mental chess, giving G respect. Basically a lot. I love it. So Esso says, my little nieces, they're full of life and so cute. So always cheer you up. They always cheer you up when you think about your little nieces. Beautiful. So someone anonymously shares that Seeing evil prevail over good. All hell negativity and evil. Hold on. I gotta do better. Hold on a second. Seeing evil prevail over good. All hell evil. If you're not, yeah. All right, let me turn that back off. They answered anonymously, but I don't think it's necessary. It wasn't necessary for them to be anonymous. We all know who that was, right? All right. Tree says, food. Food. Cheers me up when I think about it. Essa says, why don't we recall cheerful stuff often? Like, why do we miss out on that? It's such a gift to have, like, these beautiful things that we know. We tend to recall negative things all the time. We don't appreciate the good. You know, I don't know. I think that we just have this sort of orientation for, you know, negative vibes. And also, I think it's kind of protective too. Shout out to the voice of the fat mantis here on YouTube. Appreciate you, Mantis, for popping in. Yeah, I think it's kind of protective just because it helped us survive and, you know, survive the threats that we experienced over the course of our history. You pick out the negative things, so you pick out the threats as a survival tactic, a survival technique. So, but then we bring that into now, and we still have that tendency. We have to fight ourselves to remember what's good. But that's what we're doing. That's why we're starting with this now. We're starting with some positive, reminding ourselves of the positive things that cheer us up. We can create sort of a toolkit of positive vibes, sort of like a break in the case of an emergency type deal, right? So Insomnia Faith Crisis says, my partners laugh. When they laugh really hard and snort, it brings me so much joy. I love that. We got Sonic the Hedgehog and Tainted here. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Cage brings up some interesting perspective on our negative bias. Says that, do you remember all the times that you don't stick your hand on the stove? Exactly. Cincy Star says, our thoughts are geared towards impactful memories. Negative memories tend to be more impactful. Yeah. But the good thing is we have the thoughts that just kind of pop up in our experience. And then we also have the thoughts that we take control of and that we are intentional about engaging with. So even though we know that we have that tendency to notice, we have a bias towards the negative, I do think that it's still important to remember that we can choose gratitude, right? We can choose to remember. It just has to be an intentional practice to look for it. So whatever our defaults and tendencies are, we are not a slave to them. We do have the ability to choose otherwise. So Sonic the Hedgehog says that what cheers me up is chili dogs and pizza. Yeah. I just clicked on Cincy Star's profile pic, and it's different. Let that hair down, let that hair whip around. Love that. Eso says if we are able to do that with negative thoughts, we could do the same with the positive. I think that it's a practice, you know. Thoughts are patterns, and gratitude is a practice. So Berlin from DT Dub TV is in the building. What's up, Berlin? It's good to see you. So what cheers you up when you stop to think about it? So Carmen says, my kids and food. Yes. Yes. My kids and food. Love that. Sometimes, like I guess that your kids cheer you up when you think about them. Sometimes your kids, you might be like, they get my nerves. But for sure, I definitely get that. Most of the time when I think about my kids, I have it's a warm feeling. I, you know. So someone anonymously said that when someone shows me affection and when I show others affection, it cheers me up. When I think about receiving affection and giving affection, it's nice to think about hugs and cuddles, you know, or whatever the means of giving and receiving affection, you know, whatever rings true for you. For a second, I thought Carmen said her kids as food. Since he starts, said, someone told me happiness is fleeting. We have to work on our thought behavior to hold on to it. It's worth it though, right? Isn't it worth it? Would you think? So, yeah, that's one thing that's worth it. Tubbo is here. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, let me see here. What cheers us up? So for Steve from Hold Up TV HD, talking shit with my friends and hanging out and hanging with my family. So I must cheer you up a lot because all I do is talk shit to you. Oh man. Yeah, it's nice. I think it's important to have those relationships where you feel free to just kind of cut loose, you know? And you don't have to worry about hurting somebody's feelings. You know, it's going to be all right. I don't know. You know, we don't always have that. And when we can get it, I mean, it's nice work. You know, they say nice work if you could get it. Right. It's like Steve says, wow, G just acknowledged we're friends publicly. Yeah, I mean, you know, we cool. That is here. IDC Yoyo Boy 21. Thank you so much for joining us. Tubbo, thank you so much for the like. Carmen says, my son is 3. He knows when I'm having a bad day. He's like, Mommy, are you okay? Gives you a hug. It's like, oh, that's so heartwarming. Okay, just like, yeah, I've known G since grade school. He never called me a friend. I don't know. I guess you can read between the lines. Suna is here. Suna, are you awake? Are you out of bed right now? Tell me, describe the scene. Like, where are you at right now in relation to your bed? Are you out of it? Is it made up? All right, you've got to go meet the parents at T-Mobile to add them to the plan. Yeah, baby. Take care, Tree. Hope to see you again later on. And don't forget, Booty Poppin' Shaking Friday nights is going to be going on Station Head. Now, let me say this. Steve, I hold up TVs on Station Head, and I had to fight so hard earlier today to not call it Radiohead. Oh, is it going to be Green Room? You doing it on Green? Are you doing Booty Pop Jack Fridays on Green Room? Let me know. What? Okay. He's like, I couldn't get nobody else to download a third or fourth app for me. Oh, there's a paywall on Radiohead. Okay. I'm just gonna call it Radiohead then. Okay, so Green Room. That's cool. All right, we got some more. Sonic the Hedgehog says that Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, what cheers you up when you think about it? Sonic the Hedgehog says Sonic the Hedgehog cheers me up. I cheer me up when I think about me. Berlin says, you too slow. Who's too slow? Never mind. Let me not let Berlin throw me off my game. Bex is here. Bex, how you feeling tonight? Let me know. Let me give you a little bit of visibility. I don't want you coming after me because you don't have a tie on. You know, some people, they want to make sure they have their proper privileges in place. So let me take care of that. So for Berlin, I don't know. He's like, when people say, ugh, or do pinkies up with me, that brings you joy. I'm a simple guy. Don't take much to cheer me up and be happy. For the players, ugh. Yeah, that's a pretty low bar. It's good to be able to be made happy and cheered up by the little things. Isaac Anglin is here. Welcome in, Isaac. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Trash Can is in the house. How you doing, Trash Can? I hope that your life is treating you fine. I hope that you are doing swell. All right. So for Cincy Star, there are moments when letting out a few thug tears is all I need to cheer me up. Just a few thug tears, just a single thug tear. Nothing too crazy. This is what it sounds like when thugs cry. What does it sound like when thugs cry? I know what it sounds like when doves cry. What does it sound like when thugs cry? Yeah, that's a good question. What does it sound like when thugs cry? It sounds like, fuck you, I'm not crying. All right. This is for Cincy Star. If you're listening on, I'm playing for the sake of copyright. If you're listening on another platform, imagine Doves Cry playing in Prince in the background. That's what's happening. So Dot says, helping people cheers me up when I think about it. It's awesome. It's awesome when you can, yeah, take joy in assisting and helping other people. A lot of times, the remedy, what we need, we get. What we need is what we need to give, you know? Lethal, thank you so much for the like. Takasu, welcome in. Right now, we're talking about the things that cheer us up when we think about them. Carmen says, for a minute, I thought my Spotify was on because I got that crystal clear, clean, you know, it sounds special in here, don't it? All right. So someone anonymously shared that what cheers him up is getting bread, and there's something called poi, pois, poissy and alcohol. Oh man. So my favorite thing about this experience right now is we got 15 people in here. We had 17 responses. So I really appreciate the engagement. Somebody just was waiting for me to give their answer so they can just bounce, which is cool. It's okay. So someone anonymously shared that what cheers me up just by thinking about them is my child Daisy, my dog. Love that. Captain has added to his vices is all hell, negativity, evil, and alcoholism. All right, are we ready? Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for your answers. Are we ready for the next prompt? Go ahead and drop me a heart in the chat if we're ready to go in on that. Lethal has dropped a heart. Captain says alcoholism is the American way. It is one of the American ways for sure, but not just America. All right. So as long as we on that vibe with the alcoholism and stuff like that, let's take a look at the next prompt. The question is, which of your vices or bad habits would be the hardest to give up? Which of your vices or bad habits would be the hardest to give up? It's got a hold on you. It's got you. Keeps pulling you back in. We all have them. Some of them we want to let go. Some of them, we've just accepted that this is just my life, So which of your vices? So Mantis over on YouTube says, crazy women. That's my vice and I can't let them go. I can't. Oh man. And I said every woman says that they love crazy women, but I think Mantis is talking about alcohol. Oh man. Mantis is on a streak now. Said, especially the last couple months, I've just been chasing all these crazy women. It's cuffing season. Oh, let me check in with y'all. How's everybody's cuffing season going? How's that working out for y'all? How we doing in cuffing season? And who's participating in cuffing season? Yeah, let me know. We might discuss that a little bit. All right. So Cincy Star says the vice that I will have the hardest time letting go is self-doubt. Hard to let go of that self-doubt. Welcome back, Dot. So I think that there's a little bit of question. Well, I didn't see nobody said much about cuffing season. Let me explain what cuffing season is. It's that time of the year when baby it's cold outside and you want to get booed up so you don't have to spend all these long, lonely nights. You know. So you get cuffed up. You put on the clack, 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 you know. So cuffing season starts, late fall when everybody starts layering up. You layer up, you start hot, put that summer body away, start layering up, throw on them, boots and the boots with the bulky sweaters, put on your little V-necks and blazers, step out in some hard bottoms, see if you can catch them all like Pokemon. Okay, Valerice is here. Huggy Boo, running. Thanks so much for joining us, folks. Right now, we're talking about the vices or bad habits that would be the hardest for us to give up. And we're kind of going in and saying more about someone mentioning having a vice for women. And, and then that kind of spilled into cuffing season. So I wanted to know, boots with the fur. Yeah. Yeah, the boots with the fur. So feels like I'll be cuffing a pillow all winter long. Got a lot of lonely hearts in here. Hey, it'd be like that sometimes. Thank you, Trash Can, for joining us. Kate Valerie, thank you so much for the like. Love to see those hearts floating up on the stream. It's a beautiful thing. So let's get into some more of these vices. Captain Phantom Paradox says, being negativity, being evil and negativity, because that's my life now, so I can't give it up. I can't give it up. It's just who I am. It's just become who I am. And I can't let it go. Bex, if you keep Bex, you're gonna have to stop air conditioning or heating the block, sweetheart. You keep running in and out, and then you're gonna be mad that you don't have a tie. All right, so we got Guasha says, checking my phone constantly. That would be the hardest one to give up. If you can relate to that, I know, especially if you got a really nice, ergonomic, and modern piece of technology in your hand. It's an elegant slate of glass that gives you a window into the universe. It's hard to stop checking it. But if you're walking around with a brick, it's easy. I know that there was a movement for folks to kind of get rid of smartphones and just work with flip phones as an antidote to the tendency to constantly be checking. And I think that after the initial withdrawal and the desire of the need to constantly be looking, it tends to kind of even out. So if it's a serious thing, Noble says, I need to get going, have limited battery. All right, Noble, you have a great evening at work. Thank you so much for stopping through, and I hope that you have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you again on Monday morning. Quasha says, my phone is regular degular. It's an escape and sometimes wishing for a good conversation. You say it's regular. I'm talking about like all you can play is Minesweeper, and you have to like use just the numbers to text. Captain says, I stay on 100. All right, everybody, look at your phone. What's your battery status right now? Let me know. What's your batteries at? All right. Insomnia Faith Crisis says, my need for the approval and acceptance of others, in many ways, it has stunted my growth as a person, but it's ingrained and it would be hard to let that go. So Trash Can is on 4%. Oh man. Nokia Brick 2600. That's what Quash you're working with. We're not going to get into Fat Mantis is on 20%. We're not going to get into the tech shaming game just yet. I'm not going to promise that it won't happen at some point, but it's not the moment right now. Barry, welcome in. It's great to see you. Thanks for joining us. How is that? I don't want to trigger you because I know that you around getting around the end of the semester. Finals might be coming up. How did the semester go? How's it going over there for you? So Dot says the vice is maybe not having a positive self-image. It's the hardest to give up. Oh, Barry says, no problems, baby. I ended the semester with a 3.8. Y'all heard? That's what's up. Congratulations on that. So Dot says, yeah, my habit is not having a positive self-image. And I think that the most pervasive and subtle thing, the subtle habits are the habits of thought. Sure, you might do something in the world like, feel like you're addicted to your phone, or you might be smoking too many cigarettes an hour or something like that. But it's those habits of thoughts and those ways that we tend to show up and be that are so pervasive and hard to let go of because we don't necessarily notice them. But I guess the first step is awareness, right? If you realize that you fall into these patterns of thinking that way and not really seeing yourself as valuable as you actually are, then you have at least a prayer at breaking that pattern, right? Demon Germany has joined us. Thank you so much for joining us. So, for Cage, the vice is cigars and cold brew coffee. I gotta be caffeinated and smoked out. I gotta be on one. I think a lot of times, I know Cage is a writer, and I think a lot of times creative folks sometimes incorporate practices or habits alongside of their creative work, or maybe as a part of the routine or after the routine or something like that. And sometimes we can become attached to some sort of triggers that go along with our creative work that, might not be the healthiest. But we are attached to them because, it works. All right. So someone anonymously says KFC. KFC is a vice that I can't give it up. And they don't want to tell nobody either, keeping it a secret too. It's like, can't let go of that KFC. The Colonel's got me. Finger licking. Aiden is here. Welcome, Aiden. Thank you so much for joining. Speaking of KFC, who went to Burger King today and got a Whopper for pocket change? Anybody go get a Whopper for pocket change? Anybody take advantage of that special? Kay Valerise has that bad habit of not sleeping. I just be up. What you be up doing, Kay Valerise? Why don't you sleeping? What you afraid of missing? Quasha's like, nah, I'm not gonna trust the little 49-cent Whopper. Be working on stuff, huh? Kay says, I wasn't constipated, so I skipped the cheap burgers today. Fair enough. That's fair enough. Beck says they wanted me to sign up for a rewards program in exchange for the Whopper. So, like, no. So there's a catch, huh? There's always a catch. Always some fine print somewhere that you just can't, they won't just let you live. It's all good, Quasha. I see you left by accident. It's all good. You know. You get one of those. Oh man. So for SO, self-sabotage, quickly burning bridges, and procrastinating are vices. SO's quick to burn the bridge, like, nope. Oh man. Quash, and you just now liking too? You've been here this whole time. You're like, I'm not sure. Maybe why. Hey Gina, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. We're talking about those habits or vices that we might have a hard time giving up. SO had a very relatable list. So Carmen says that letting things go and apologizing every 5 minutes. So these are two different things. One, so do you let things? Do you let things go or do you not let things go? You don't let things go. And then you be like, sorry. So Kay Valerie says, I want to show you. What you want to show me, Kay Valerie, so I can tell you it's trash? Okay. You don't have to show. I'll just tell you it's trash right now, and then I don't even need to see it. If that's what you want, if you just want me to tell you it's trash, I'll just tell you that, and then you can spare me, and then I don't even have to do it. Trash can. Someone say my name? Yeah, throw that away. Throw it away. Do I need to look at what I need to look at your profile pic? What? I am Sabrina Joy is here. Thank you so much for joining us. Man. So we still talking about these vicious vices. For Barry, it is being a perfectionist. Being a perfectionist is a vice. So as a perfectionist, I guess that 3.8 is like getting on your nerves, huh? That 0.2 is under your skin, huh? We were congratulating you, and you were fixated on that 0.2. Suna, what's up? Welcome back. All right, someone's got some bad news. Hit me. So Beck says, I can be reckless and careless. Hey, Cookie Duck, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Reckless and careless. Huh. What are we going to do about that, Bex, being reckless and careless? Sunshine. Welcome in, Sunshine. Thanks so much for joining us. Two Chains. We got, hey, yo, Two Chains is here, y'all. How about that? Bex, I could be reckless too, especially with my speech, so I can relate. I know I be talking reckless in here sometimes, but it feels good just to be slick with it, though, right? All right. So we've been talking about vices, getting up close to getting pretty close to the top of the hour. Very sad about that 89. Two chains, four bracelets. Yeah. Hold on. I think I got two chains in here somewhere. Yeah, I got two chains in here. Let's see. Let's run through some two chains. Did y'all hear that? Yo, I said, yeah. All right, you better not leave two chains. I gave you a whole sound drop, so you gotta stay in here. All right. So I am Sabrina Joy says ultra independence is the biggest one for me that leads to burnout. So I'm trying to speak up when I need help and then accept it as well. Trying to do it all alone. Trying to do it all alone. If you can relate to that, raise your hand. If that's something that you do sometimes as well, don't know how to accept help or just don't want to maybe you don't, maybe you feel like you being a bother to other people. I can relate to that. I am Sabrina Joy. One of the hardest things to say, one of the hardest words to say is help. That having that willingness to be vulnerable. So you're not in this game by yourself. Well, here's the thing. Um, sometimes, sometimes we get help. You know, it's we get help in unexpected places, right? Um, I think that starting with an awareness of what it is that you need and fostering connections of trust with people hopefully can lead you to a place where there are, you know, just a couple people who you can at least say, you know, I'm really struggling right now. Even if they can't lighten the load, just the openness and admission of the struggle itself can be a really powerful experience. So it is, but it is a way of being, you know. So Steve from the Hold Up TV says, yeah, I've been known to be a little bit confrontational from time to time. Steve's like, yeah, this is some jazzy house. Yeah, I got you, Steve. We're gonna keep the vibes ready for you. Trash can says my phone is at 1%. All right. Well, go find a charger and check us out the next time. Since he's like, I thought everybody from New York was like that, Steve. You just regular. You just New York with it. That's all. Oh man. I'm not confrontational. I'm just thorough. Oh man. Boba Brown Sugar. Welcome in. Thanks so much for joining us. We've been talking about our vices, the things that we think might be a little bit difficult to give up. I am Sabrina Joy. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate you. It's nice to have you. Nice that we've left a good impression on you. All right. Said I'm Steve. Captain says, I gotta go be evil. I hope everyone embraces hatred and lonesomeness. We will embrace it. Mr. Boba Bobby Brown is saying hello. Steve says, it's okay. Glad to meet you, Barry. Steve says, it's okay. Glad to meet you. Are you just listing words at this point? Okay. Everybody put an asterisk in the chat for Steve. Everybody just drop an asterisk. Just drop an asterisk. I think that you should just pre-populate everything you type with one of those asterisks in the chat for Steve. Thank you. Oh, such an elegant troll I am. All right. Are y'all ready for the next prompt? Oh, man. Next time you need to talk to Siri. Talk to Siri before you send anything. Confirm your chat with Siri. You need somebody to take dictation. All right. Let's go to the next prompt. If there was a book of commandments for the modern world, what would some of the rules be? What if there were commandments for the modern world, the way that we live our life now? Maybe we need some new rules. People out here violating. We know some of the basics from ancient times, but there's some unique challenges that we face. So what would be some of the modern commandments? All right. We got a request box open. Let me take a second and set the mood. While y'all thinking about that. I'm just going to subtly set the mood for this prompt. We're talking about the modern day commandments. We got Lizzie Lou in the place. What's happening, Lizzie Lou? It's great to see you. All right. Let me kill the music on this joint because it's not going to match up. So let me mute it. Cock back and let me shoot it. Who this? We talking about the commandments. Hand it over, put it in the request box, and make sure that the party kick rocks. Yeah, kick rocks and leave. I'm in here going at my main man Steve. Put the asterisks in the chat, just like I flip my cap to the back and bop down the boulevard. Oh yes, Lord, we going real hard. Yes, indeed, Steve. Be struggling with the verbals, but still, we won't hurt you. All right. I know I said there'd be no freestyles tonight, but I'm gonna do it right. I had to mute the beat on the other end just so I can perform for my friends and then do it oh lovely. Yatu Sabis. Oh yes, I is. Suz is in the place and we gonna handle our biz. Oh yes, it is. Rhythm and Muse. So put on your dancing shoes. Put it in the back, in the box, the commandment knots for crack. Just what we should be doing in this modern world for the boys and girls so they know how to move in these streets and keep it neat and tidy. Oh yes, he's the mighty, mighty MC on the mic just spitting, sitting and spinning around. You know it's steady hitting, not like the MLB in the lockout. Yeah, you know I got the Glock out, ready to bust and bang, bang. We're gonna let the chains hang like 2 Chainz. Titty boy. Oh yes, the boy's coming for the door and kicking it in. That's another Biggie reference. A different song, but the same vibe. I've expended all of my time on this rhyme, giving you a chance to say what's on your mind. And we got about a minute left. Go ahead and catch your breath. Everybody's just kind of vibing and not answering. Still, we've infecting like the cancer in the lungs of a smoker, tight around my neck like a choker. You know, the Afrocentric vibe. We're going to do it. And it's all the way live on platforms all across the interwebs. Oh, yes. Forever. We keep going with it. All right. All right. So we got a couple answers in the chat. So let's read some of these commandments back. Put it on the scroll. Say it with your chest and from your soul. From the soul of your Timbs, the butter type, your feet are still cold. Oh, man. All right. Let's see what y'all got in here. All right. Cage has got business to handle. Snaps in the chat. I appreciate y'all for for indulging me. I see I cleared the room with it. I don't care. Oh man, I gotta have my fun every now and then. So Barry says you can't cancel them just because you don't like the person or they don't meet your vibe. So miss me, the commandment is you can't get canceled over your vibe. I love that. Dot's gotta go. Thanks for being here, Dot. What's up, Texas T? We talking about those commandments. Let me know. What would be a modern commandment? So Barry says you can't cancel someone just because you don't like them and they don't pass the vibe check. They still get to live. I like that. So Beck says, thou shalt not let tourists roam DC Metro during rush hour. If you don't know where you're going, get out the way. Lizzie Lou says, are we just stating things that are true, like rules people follow, or whether it's good or not? Well, we are imagining rules that we would like for people to follow in a perfect world, or should I say in a world where Lizzie Lou's word was law, what would be something that you would have everyone do? That's the vibe that we're on. Texas T said, thou shalt not move from California to Texas. Stay where you at. Don't come over here and mess up our situation. Right. Run up our prices. Cage says, thou shalt not be a 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's asshole. Thou shalt not be an asshole. Okay. All right, Barry's got to go. Barry, it was so great to see you again. Thank you for joining us. Barry's back already. Said, thou shalt stay in thy skid row. Stay over there in Cali. Don't come out here. Quasha says, for politicians to have severe consequences for breaking the law. If you are a politician, then you get extra. You got a higher standard. Put a little extra on it if you're a politician. If you are in the public trust, then you get that extra. Texas T said the Romans had a higher standard. They come for your back with it. Yeah, they assassinate you. Steve says, thou shalt not start no shit, so there won't be no shit. Oh, man. I love that. I love that. Some people are about that. You hear me over here typing. Because you know what time that is. All right. Alexis, Autumn Elf, the Emmy and Emo show are here. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's not what you meant. But I'm glad that you're here anyway. It's like, oop, oop. Tainted. Welcome back, Tainted. It's like I always do this. So Lizzie Lou says, thou shalt not be a Karen. Thou shalt be self-aware. Thou shalt not abuse your children, but always love and protect them. Thou shalt love thyself and others as thyself. Thou shalt not be a hoe. I was with you there until the end. Let me just say it this way. I was with you to the very end. I was with you to the very end there. And then it was like, it took a turn for me. Like, that was a little pitchy for me, dog. Like, because I think that everybody has their role to play in this life. And, sometimes we need somebody that's going to, you know what I mean? It's like, we need people that's going to, like, let us do things together. You dig? I don't know. How can I say this? I guess just kind of move, there's a way to move with it. But we need people who are, discreet and ready to explore, All right. Queen of Ice Hearts is here. Bex is like, that last one ain't gonna work. I'm sorry, fam. So let's just take a second and vibe for a minute. So Emmy says, "Thou shalt not kill the vibe." Emmy says, "I need to see some more purple in here. It's Friday, ain't it?" It's like, it's Friday and everybody's underdressed up in this mug. It's killing the vibe. We got more commandments. Queen of Ice Hearts, thank you so much for the likes, for the loves. We appreciate it. Alexa says, a commandment: be nice to people. You never know what their story is. And if you're nice is the only, and if you're nice is this, let me start speaking English again. Be nice to people. You never know what their story is. And if your niceness is the only kind thing they get. Steve's like, yeah, English, speak English. D, yeah. Oh man, how's that? I smell toast. D, just for fun. I'm not gonna let him slander me. He's gonna have to leave quietly. He's gonna have to, you know, he can't get that get back. I know he got a lot to say right now. He's like, I can't believe he just muted me. No, I'm not gonna be like that. Go ahead and speak your piece, fam. I know I probably didn't leave you long. I probably didn't leave you muted long enough for you to even try to get off any bars. Because I know that I know that you got a lot of protocols that you have to follow before you saying something out. So I probably, to give you much time anyway. All right. Cincy Star says, "Thou shalt cometh up from the 40 acres thou'st been ducking." Got to come up off them 40 acres, yo. I need that acreage. I need that acreage. Come up off of it. Esso says, "Thou shalt not be toxic. Thou shalt not manipulate. Thou shalt not chew with your mouth open. Thou shalt not judge based on people on pizza toppings." Okay, so we're gonna get into that. Or astrology sign. Don't judge people based on pizza toppings or astrology signs. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Word up. All right. And I guess that this is the long running. I think the topping that Esso is talking about is anchovies. Oh man. All right. We talking about anchovies. Am I right, Esso? Is that what you were talking about? Ooh, you judging me because of anchovies? Why you yucking my yum, Esso? Don't yuck my yum. Don't yuck my yum. Sabrina, you got one? You got a commandment for us? Chocola? He said, nah, I'm just disagreeing. No judgment, just disagreement. Kwasha says, I like all the pizza with all the veggies on it. Supreme. All right. Are we ready for the next prompt? I love y'all energy tonight. Just as a reminder, we will be live again in a few minutes. Like right at the end of the stream, right around 8 o'clock, we're going to be alive again. We're going to live again for Writer's Room. The lines will be open, so y'all can come in, and we're going to be responding to prompts from Cage's Cafe. There are some good ones. My co-host Cherry Chew should be joining to help us voice act and read some, and maybe we can have some other guests jump on the call and do a little bit of reading and sharing as we go through that process. All right, let's take a look. I'm about to get in your business a little bit right now, if y'all don't mind. So what's the most ridiculous thing you have bought? You clown. What's the most ridiculous thing that you bought? Oh man, I think a lot of times whenever we get ready to start something new, our first step is to start gathering supplies. We want to start buying stuff, and we can substitute buying stuff for doing stuff. And then, you feel accomplished just because you pay for it, but then you never do anything with it. Or you were up at 3 o'clock in the morning, fascinated by some project that was, you know, or you were scrolled on the internet. Let's see if that work. Yeah. So what's the most ridiculous thing that you have bought? Barry is back. Welcome back. Barry, my dad turned off the Wi-Fi for no reason. Since he says, I got that ring for a goofy ass bro. Well, let me say, if you bought the ring, who's the goofy one? Who's the goofy one? You bought the ring. I mean, yeah, Quasha got that yellow car, that lemon, and $4,000 for a scam acting and modeling agency for my daughter. Got that lemon. All right. Oh, Quasha car ran off lemonade. Okay. Let's see here. Oh boy. I'm gonna leave y'all alone one of these days. Just not today. Oh man. So someone anonymously said, a candle. Oh my goodness. Somebody brought a candle and oil for $500. Somebody brought frankincense and myrrh. What kind of candle? Somebody went to the Three Kings and got some myrrh. Man, that must be an everlasting candle. Wow. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh man. So Bex, here's the okay. So here's the perilous thing about anonymous replies. Okay. You know, if everybody else answers, we're gonna know who you are. So everybody pipe up, even if you just say not me, we're gonna find out who got that $500 candle, because we need to do some deals together or something. Somebody's a Mark. Where you at, Mark? Mark Jacobs brought a $500 candle. Everybody put in there. If you ain't got nothing to say not me. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. They're gonna leave. Whoever it was gonna leave. Oh man. All right. Lizzie Lou bought some earwax candles, and then I decided to research them and find out that they do more harm than. What is it with y'all? And these candles, y'all are some enchanted. What is it with these candles? Oh man, Lizzie Lou out here burning people's earwax. Man. Oh, you like, oh, I didn't read yours. Oh, Beck said I bought a Helly Hansen jacket for somebody's ungrateful trash ass son. I was young and dumb. Never again. Drop that Helly Hansen on him. It's like, yeah, baby. I think that if we, I think when you in love, sometimes you might come up off them pockets a little bit. You're like, they get the pillow talking, or you get to envision in the future, like, oh, we're gonna be together. You out here taking out loans and shit. Oh man. You out here being somebody's benefactor. That was $400 down the toilet. So Emmy didn't buy no candles. Oh man. So Roy messed around and bought a tiny plate shaped like a cat that's too small to oh man. It's too small, a useless tiny plate. Roy says, I'm dainty. This is going to be good. Esso said, this is painful. It's like when I bought that placebo weed. You bought that? Yeah. Yeah, Esso got caught out there with Bacille. Oh, man. Roy says, it was only $4, but it was silly. Like, why, though? Why, though? So here's the okie doke. Alexis bought a spirited doll from a paranormal investigator who says she was active and did stuff. And I got her, it was like nothing. Oh, man. Huh. Body Brown is in the building, folks. Hey, Body Brown. Oh, man. Alexis out there trying to haunt her own house. Let's bring some unpredictable energy into my experience right now. I think you got the better end of that deal. That's real talk. All right. So let me just put some macaroons on that plate. Call it hors d'oeuvres. Let's just take a second here. Um, Alexa says, at least I didn't buy a candle. Let me just take a second here, a little intermission just to say, before we go to the next prompt, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with me on a beautiful Friday night for Rhythm and Muse. This is session number 12. I know that this is not a time that we normally hang out together. So I'm glad to see so many familiar faces. And I'm also glad to see some of the folks who aren't really able to get up early in the morning and do the things that we do. We're trying to keep it lighthearted and fun this evening. Nothing too heavy, nothing too serious. But I appreciate your participation and your engagement and your insights. And, thanks for playing along. Shout out to SO for managing and always holding us down. Also managing, we got Bex. We got Lethal is in the building. Heaven Sent. I am Sabrina Joy. Sensi Star. Barry got Wi-Fi. Alexis Autumn Elf is here. Lizzie Lou. Roy. Quasha Burtz. Boba Brown Sugar. And Emmy. 14 Beautiful Souls in the building. All right. See you. Who's Cody Carpenter? Who's saying bye? Did I miss somebody? Oh, Quasha says, gee, are you a Libra? No. Oh, man. All right. Y'all ready for the next one? We can go to the next prompt. I got a bunch of them in the queue. So I'm not a Libra. I'm just a savage. uh, so in line with Alexis's prompt, Barry G. Britt says, hi, she's currently banned. Oh, for real? Tell Britt to check me out on YouTube or Twitch. My links are in my Instagram joint. So if you were a ghost and could possess people, what would you make them do? If you were a ghost and could possess people, what would you make them do? Quasha says, I will make them watch my YouTube videos, hire me, listen to my podcast, and be kind. Balls. What's up, Balls? Thank you for joining us. If you were a ghost and could possess people, what would you have them do? Nothing too tough. So let me ask Quasha, how bad are your YouTube videos that you gotta go ahead and inhabit their spirit to get them to watch it? Maybe you could just ask some folks. Maybe we don't need to be possessed. Just ask us. Try that first. And also on that note, Quasha, here's a little something I noticed. I know that you put a subscribe link on Instagram in a post. Put that link in your description. You need to move that link down one on Instagram so that we can click on it. Yeah, that's the problem. You ask a whole lot, but then your links don't work. Your links aren't clickable. So you need to DM me on IG and I'm gonna hook you up. All right. So someone anonymously said, no, not that one, this one. If it was a hot guy, I would make him stare at himself in the mirror while scantily clad. If not, I would make the person do parkour. Okay. That's interesting. Y'all are aiming real high. Oh man. So Lizzie Lou, hold on a second. Wait a minute. I got to point this out. If y'all remember Lizzie, I wish I could rewind the tape back to Lizzie Lou's commandments. If we can rewind back to I don't know, do y'all remember Lizzie Lou's commandments? What were the what was one of those commandments for Lizzie Lou? Help me remember that. Okay. I think it was something about no whores. So keep that in mind. Lizzie Lou says, I will possess a guy and convince a girl to have sex with me just to know what it feels like. Just for science. Huh. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Let me get back to the playlist. Okay. I'm just gonna let y'all sit with that. All right. So Bex would erase my student loans. Someone anonymously says, I would have them embarrass themselves in front of several people, especially loved ones, just because it's funny. Just because it's funny. So Alexis said that they would start a flash mob and send Noble all the cash so his business can have extra capital without getting a loan. So can you tell me a little bit? Um, when there's a flash mob, tell me where the money part comes in. Oh, Lizzie says, "Oh, y'all can't blame me for wanting to know what all the hype is about." I mean, you know. So where does money? Yeah, y'all fill me in on this flash mob where there's going to be money changing hands. Voice says, "I want to possess someone I hate and torture their mortal body. Possess a sugar daddy to slide me a quick 100K without me giving up any sugar." Oh yeah, by definition. By definition, if ain't no sugar in the exchange, it's not a sugar daddy. If it's ain't no sugar in the exchange, it's a different type of arrangement. Trish is here. What's up, Trish? There's got to be some sugar in the arrangement. Roy's getting dark and specific. Roy's already thought this over. Oh man. Heaven Sent says, "I will possess people to help change the world and make it a better place by helping them become a better person through my actions." Cap. I don't believe none of that. Oh man. Alexa says, "People in the Heights sang about money and dancing a flash mob, so why not give him money?" Ah, all right. So once I said that, I'll just admit that I'm the anonymous who said they make a hot guy sit and look at himself. Aha. Withered Foxy, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining us. Be careful. We getting a little crazy in here, just a little bit. Heaven Sent says, I would possess you so you can take every little step like Bobby Brown. I don't know. You got to be Bobby Brown's biggest fan. Oh man. Everybody's coming clean on their little anonymous joints. I mean, it's do your thing, right? Sensi Star says, "I would have them hide outside of a friend's house and shout things only I would have said." Oh man. They be bugging like, "Wait a minute. How do you know that? You know me like that?" Withered Foxy, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate you. Oh man. So Roy says, "I would possess whatever body I need to ask out my celebrity crush." Well, you could ask out your celebrity crush in your own body. I mean, they might say no, but you don't need a new body to ask. You just need some courage. If I were to possess G, it would be so I could understand all the stress he deals with with the multiple streams. It's really not a lot of stress tonight. I mean, it's kind of, it is what it is. But yeah, I am on YouTube. I'm on Twitch, I'm on Twitter, and I'm here with y'all. So yeah. So someone anonymously said that I'd make them higher than Snoop Dogg. Roy says, I'm too young for him, sadly. I'm 20 and he's like 35. Hey, he might like him young. I don't know. You grown. I mean, So somebody want to possess someone and get them high. So I'd possess the Karens and turn them into a new and improved human being. Possess a Karen. But see, the only thing, then you got to walk around with a hairstyle. Emmy says, for real, I'd possess some political leaders and try to get some shit done. Barry says, I'm a little inspired right now. Quiet as kept. Quiet as kept, Barry, on, little something going on. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's Friday night. You done what you needed to do. Holla, you on break and get a little lifted. Have some cereal. A little milk on the side. All right. I think we might have time for one more before we shut this down. So let's do that. I might as well just continue to be nosy. Y'all can tell me if you want to. Emmy has a dilemma. What is the dilemma? All right. Last thing you Googled. That's going to be our last prompt of the evening. What's the last thing you Googled? Dot is back. Emmy's like, when you want to stream, but you want to support your friends, ain't no dilemma. If you feeling it, you need to stream, yo. You got to get, you stream for your mental health. Do your thing. And I know you stream to be accountable and to clean up. All right. Roy says, I Googled how to stop sweating. It's like, something's wrong with me. Why am I sweating so much? Ugh. Sabrina says, the last thing I Googled was megaphones. Just megaphones. Sabrina about to hit the streets. Let people know what's going on. You're going to hear me today. Ooga Booga, welcome in. Thanks for joining us for this 12th session of Rhythm and Muse. Not at all. Thank you for being here. So, Emmy recently Googled Tarzan computer game, whatever that means. Tarzan computer game. Not at all says, I Google how to pass a drug test. I love it. Someone anonymously says, how do I know if I'm pregnant? Is missing 2 weeks bad? That's heavy. Quasha says you pregnant, y'all. Quasha's like, you pregnant. How do you know you pregnant? How do I know if I'm pregnant? Take a test. Go to the doctor. That's how you know. Pink Helly Hansen jacket for myself. You probably just Googled that a few minutes ago when you thought about the clown shit you did buying it for that dude. You probably Googled that while you were on the stream. You said the dollar stores have tests. Exactly. The dollar store test is how I found out. I think the dollar store test is if you already know. You go to the dollar store if you already know. Look, you know, I don't know. The dollar store, you already know that you real quick. You know you real pregnant. Like you knew you were pregnant the next day. You just waited 2 weeks. Like you real pregnant. Oh man. If yeah. Said now the test works. Yeah, you got to be real super duper pregnant. So Quasha Googled how to control a black person, only to know the signs of an undercover racist in my workplace. Sheesh. Trying to figure out how they are coming at you. I'm glad that you like the music, not at all. Alexa says, Alexa's like, hold on. I shit. Oh man. I wonder what the top result is for why do people do stupid shit. Oh man. Lizzie Lou says, what's the best sparkling wine for mimosa? What's the best sparkling wine for mimosa? The best or like the best sparkling wine for mimosa? Or like, you know, Ari is here. Damon is here. Thanks for joining us, folks. Just go with the champagne. Sancy Star got you. Baby girl, welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Let us know the last thing you Googled. Trish says, wallpaper. I just Google wallpaper. What the fuck, Molly? Welcome in. It's good to see you. So SO, Google 5 milligrams of enalapril for dogs. Trish says before that it was types of marriages. Alexa says, I haven't had a mimosa. Are they good? Liz is like, yes, they are. Bex is recommending a fuzzy navel mimosa with peach schnapps. And I'm saying, if your navel is fuzzy, we might need to revisit your hygiene. I am Sabrina has to go. I'm glad that you stopped by. It was nice meeting you. I hope that you have a wonderful night as well. Kim, what up? It's nice to have you here. Let us know, what was the last thing that you Googled? Oh man. Y'all have fun with these tonight? Let me know. Did y'all have fun with these? I enjoyed hearing your responses and just kind of keeping it light. Um yeah. I don't know. I know I freestyled our way out the door. Usually I freestyle my way out on this stream. So I'm clearing my throat for the possibility of doing that. We're going to be live again at the top of the hour, so I might stop this one just a smidgen short. Kim, like, your throat good, son? Your throat good? Now I'm just, I got to get ready. I got to get right. Let me live, yo. I mean, hey. What I want to freestyle to? Let me stay in my wheelhouse here. I'm overthinking it. Let's see. Type it in the wrong place. All right, I'm going to say goodbye to the folks on YouTube and Twitch. I thank y'all for watching. We're going to catch you next time. The freestyle is exclusively on. I suppose since y'all can't hear the beat, it'll sound a little weird anyway. So we're going to go ahead and shut it down on this end. And, Alexa says, take some tea. I'll have some tea. A little throat coat ain't gonna hurt nobody. All right. Thanks for the like. Thanks for the like, Cam. I appreciate it. All right. So, I don't know. Let's do this one. Let me turn the beat up. I have a tendency to not let the beat breathe. And I'm like way too loud for y'all, and then y'all can't even hear what I'm rapping to. So let me give a little bit of volume. A little bit of volume. Got a problem. I'm going to try to solve them. A little volume in my headphones. Turn my headphones up. Oh, yes, and get a cup. Bottomless mimosas. Raise your glass. It's a toaster. Everybody who's in the place. I love to see the smiles up on your face. When you grace me with your presence, it's the essence of gratitude that I'm giving. And we still out here living. Let me take a sip of water. We still out here living. Oh, yeah, I got this, man. I'm so glad I came last minute. Oh, my fam is going to freestyle for me. W2F, Molly. Oh, golly gee, wow. The boy G's coming foul with the vowels and verbs and consonants. I'm in a constant state of flow. And we do this every time we end the show. It's your bro, G, Fo, Tay, hip hop, hooray. And all the days that we spend in this groove, we're going to make your body move, dog. Yeah, I know it's a little crazy. I got them bars for you. I'm not lazy. I'm going to provide what you're looking for. Okay, now you know the boys coming with that. Please believe it, and you will receive it. The gift of these bars, whipping cars, shooting for the stars, missing, still hitting the moon. It's going to be over soon, but I hope you had a good time today. And I hope that you had a few good rhymes to say. So next time I like to hear them. Don't be scared. No need to fear them. Just stay in the move, stay in the groove. And we're going to do this for you. In a couple minutes, we'll be back live for Writer's Room. Call in, respond to prompts, and get your bars off. Say some poems or read a short story. Spooky time, make it gory. Or another category, whatever's on your heart and soul. It's all solid gold because you know we here for it. This is safe space. We cheer for it. Snaps in the chat for the boys coming with that. Never coming slack. Never coming slack. Maybe a little khaki with it. Not a lackey with it. From the North Kakalaki with it. Now and be more. And for sure, we're going to crash on the shore like a wave. So wave your hands in the air. Put them up. Let me take another sip from this water cup. Baby back a gal and goofball came in the last second. Sorry you missed it. We'll be back in a minute for that writer's room situation. Shouts out across the nation from the East Coast to the West. You know you've been rocking with the best. You know the boys rocking that vest. No, really a hoodie. Rocking my choice shit. Hoods down, got to keep the heat off. Kick my shoes, let my feet, well, not my feet off, just my shoes. Let me twinkle my toes while I come with these flows. Oh yes, act like you don't know. When clearly you did, you know that nobody is messing with the kid. Who is it? Is G Forte. See you in a minute, and we gonna play.